And now, from Studio 315, in the luxury towers of Cord Hall, on the historic campus of St. John's Northwestern Academies, it's time for the latest edition of the Lancer News Network. With Jack Bickers, Iggy Hoynachki, Max Hatch, Frankie Mungo, Jorge Elizalde, Johnny Roby, Sergio Rosas, and Victor Valenzuela. Entertain, unify, inform. This is LNN.
Good afternoon, Lancers. I'm Frank Mungo.
And I'm Iggy Hoynachki. And this is LNN. Today is Wednesday, November 29th, 2023. Thanks for joining us.
Today, we will get to know some of our faculty and staff, play some games, and learn about one student who's a national champion in his home country.
Right now, let's check out round one of Lancer's Feud.
Right now we have Antonio Alvin and Josh Benford going to compete. There's 3 rounds. The first round is favorite sport, and Antonio, you are going to start off. What do you think the St. John's community said for their favorite sport?
I would say soccer because we got a lot of Mexicans here.
You are indeed correct. Soccer is the number 1 answer, so you get 5 points for that one. Josh, what do you think?
I'm going to say basketball.
Basketball is on the list. It is number 3.
Bang, bang.
So you get 3 points for that.
Bang, bang.
Antonio.
I would say football. What?
At number 4, so that is the number
What's
2, or you get 2 points.
What's 2?
What's 2? I'm going to say baseball.
First round.
What? Hockey?
Hockey.
What sport? What sport are you talking about?
Tennis.
Tennis. Number 5.
Who likes tennis?
You get 1 point.
Oh, volleyball.
Volleyball.
What?
No volleyball. Josh.
I'm going to say swimming.
No swimming.
Bro, if it's like bowling, bro, I'm bad.
I know it.
Wrestling?
Strike 3. Josh, you're on your last strike 2.
I'm going to say Raiders.
Oh my God, bro, I had it.
Raiders is correct.
That's not a
4
sport.
points.
Yes, it
That's
is.
an activity.
St. John's off.
That's an activity.
They travel and compete. So,
Oh, bro, you got to climb
Nah,
walls.
hey, respect to all the Raiders out there.
Oh, bro, fight alligators.
Hello, LNN. Today we're gonna interview Miss Silic.
What I didn't want to be interviewed.
That's good. No, that's. Oh yeah. What? Wait.
This is my 4th school year at St. John's. I started as a night security in the Smythe dorms, and now I'm over here. I attended the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee for, I want to say, 4 years, and I got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice.
Okay, Ms. Silic. Ms. Silic, could you tell us what's your job here at St. John's, the most important job that you have?
Absolutely. So I work closely with Mr. Zarati and Mr. Fink. Whatever they kind of need on their end, I assist them with that. I'm the fleet manager, so I also do transportation. So I do anything along the lines of aviation, doctor's appointments, ER visits, urgent care, kind of wherever we need there, and then whatever the faculty or staff need for the weekends to do weekend activities. I also hold on to passports, so when you guys travel for upcoming breaks, I sign those and get those out to you guys as well.
Thank you, Ms. Silic. You want to say something to LNN?
No. Yes, good morning. Oh my God, I'm so awkward. I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh my God, this is going to be so hard.
Good afternoon, Lancers. We are here representing the English Honor Society at SJNA and are here to bring you a simple literacy link.
Each literacy link is and will be created with the intention of boosting literacy in the SJNA community and helping those in need of literature-based assistance.
This week's literacy link provides a PDF containing all the needed English rules to achieve an incredibly high score on the English ACT. This is especially helpful for those looking to take this upcoming ACT on December 9th.
So please, download the link, prepare for your testing, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Lancers. I'm Sergio Rosas, and this is Random Questions. Alpha Labi, what famous person do you think you look alike?
I think I look like Edison. Edison.
Ornelas, what famous person do you think you look alike?
I think I look like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Hey, Suarez, what famous person do you think you look alike?
I think like Brad Pitt.
Hey, Prescott, what famous person do you think you look alike?
The one I really think I look like is Ferb. There's 104 days of summer.
Hey, Siler, what famous person do you think you look alike?
Concha
Tyne, what famous person do you think you look alike?
Sid from Toy Story.
Hey, Peterman, what famous person do you think you look alike?
Obama.
Hey, Castro, what famous person do you think you look alike?
Chicken Little.
Daichin,
Yes.
what famous person do you think you look alike?
Me?
Yeah,
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. Hey, Miss Lewis, what famous person do you think you look alike?
George Washington, because I've got the founding father bun. Check that out.
This year, the semester schedules are different than in previous years. Specifically, semester 1 will be done when we leave for winter break. This means that the week landing up to Christmas will be exam week. Exams this year will be 2 hours long, and you will have 2 exams per day, Monday through Wednesday, and only the period 7 exam on Thursday, December 21st. There will be a 30-minute study session prior to every exam, so make sure you take advantage of every resource you can.
Did you know that one of our students is a national champion motorcycle rider in Mexico? Here's Iggy Hornatsky with the story.
Good afternoon, Lancers. Recently, I found out that we have a very talented student in St. John's. Today, I will talk with Gabriel Gomez Diaz about his passion.
No, my passion starts since I remember that I saw my father racing and I saw the motorcycles. I was like, I wanna do that. So when I got 3 years, my father bought me a quad. Then I say I want to race, and he bought me a 50cc, and that's how I started. I won the championship. I won the first one at 4 years. Then I won another one at 6 years, and I won another championship at 12. And then the next one was in 13. And then I get a 65cc, and that's when I get to race in the mountains, and that is amazing, the things that you can see there. Like you can say like this hill is hard to get it because it have a lot of obstacles, but when you do it and you get to the top, you see like, oh, I just do this and I can see this beautiful view. You say I want to do it again.
What activities do you do in St. John's?
Last year I was a single third, and I lost 2 matches, sectionals, and one that was in a really big meet. This year I'm looking for first singles and captain.
This was our champion Gabriel Gomez Diaz, and I'm Iggy Hornatsky for LNN.
I'm Johnny Roby from LNN, and this is Shocktano.
Who am I here with today?
Linus Sassanino.
Michael.
And how do you think you're gonna perform?
I think I'm gonna perform excellent.
Who am I here with today?
Sebastian, Robestar.
3, 2, 1.
Who am I here with today?
Ivan Gonzalez.
I'm Andre Canarado.
No! Why me? No! Alright, we're good.
All right, round two. Josh said leave. Antonio goes first.
What?
All right. First, dress whites. We got a lot of military.
Dress whites is on the list. It is number 3, so you get 3 points for that one.
All right.
Best looking uniform.
Best looking uniform.
I'm gonna say ACU.
ACU.
Is that a uniform?
Number 2. You get 4 points for that one. Antonio.
Prefect. High dress.
High dress is number 5.
They hate it.
They
I don't
hate it.
like the prefix. Okay. Parade dress.
Parade dress.
What?
Not on the list.
Not on the list. What is that?
Class grades.
Class grades.
Class grades.
What the?
PTs.
That's wrong.
Nah, that's right.
It's specifically
Long black PT. Say something.
Khaki and polo.
Don't get to me.
Oh my God.
I already said all the dress grades without the band. The short sleeve dress whites, maybe dress whites.
White's already on it.
Oh, that is.
No, he got it wrong.
I'm tweaking.
I think you're assuming that you said one that you didn't say. So
Class grades? Question mark. I'm gonna go class grades.
class grades.
Oh my God. What is it?
PTs.
PT's already on it. Yours.
What else we got? There is no other uniform.
There's one that you think you said it, but you didn't say it.
Ah.
I said it. Dress grades.
So you did not make a guess of dress grades.
Dress grades. I said it.
Dress grades is the number 1 answer.
I said it. What is dress grades?
I heard
So I ain't say
class
dress
grades.
grades.
Class grades. I
I
heard.
ain't say dress grades.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
For sure.
SJNA will be hosting both the SAT on Saturday, December 2nd and the ACT on December 9th. If you're signed up, make sure that you're doing everything you can to prepare. And see Miss Montgomery in room 204 if you have any questions.
There are several new clubs and activities to make sure every student has something they can be involved in. Here's Max Hatch to tell you a little about Science Olympiad.
Today I'm going to interview Ms. Tom so you can learn more about Science Olympiad. Where did the idea come from?
So the idea for Science Olympiad came from both myself and Mrs. Steffens. Mrs. Steffens was aware of the event or aware of the competition. And I myself in the past in my teaching program, I hosted an event for state level Science Olympiad. So when they mentioned that we needed more competitive things for students to do, I thought that that would be a really cool thing that we could add.
What events are available?
Event-wise, there are events in, I have my paper here, life science, earth science, chemistry and physics, technology, and then something else called inquiry, which at this time includes stuff with coding, experimental design, precision medicine, which has to do with the medical industry. So there is stuff all across the different parts of science. It's not just, again, studying and learning things. There is building robots and doing forensic science and solving a murder mystery. There's astronomy and mapping out stars. There's stuff about horticulture and farming, forestry, diseases. There's tons of stuff that students could get interested in doing. Our team is only 5 students right now. We have registered the team already, but we can still add students up to 15. So we're still accepting anybody at this time if anybody is interested.
Thank you, Ms. Tom.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you doing, sir? What's up? How
I'm
you
all right.
doing?
I'm all right. So, you are Lieutenant Colonel Giannis Kyriasis. You are currently an active duty service member.
Yes.
Which I want to say, first and foremost, thank you so much for your service. What's your job in the military?
So I've been, as a lieutenant, when I commissioned into the infantry. So I was an infantryman. I have held a lot of positions. I was a platoon leader, a company executive officer, a company commander, went on to be a battalion executive officer, served in a variety of staff positions from the brigade to the corps. I was what they call an observer controller, a JROTC that evaluates the tactical and operational performances of units when they go to JROTC, the Joint Readiness Operations Training Center at Fort Polk. Did a stint as a MIT team leader, military transition team leader, combat advisor with the Iraqi Army, and then was fortunate enough to get a job as a professor of military science at Marquette University. My favorite job in the Army was being in that program and running that awesome Army ROTC program, one of the best in the country, and that's no lie. And then I went on to Korea for a second tour and served as the G37 Training and Exercise Director, and then later on as the Director of Training Support Activity Korea. And don't mistake my countenance for not enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, not at
so
all.
I got to
sir.
teach you cadets how to get better, and I want you to get better. That's my ultimate goal for all of you, is getting better, and I know you are, and I know everyone that's interested in doing so, you're at the right place at St. John's, right?
Do you have any notable experiences? Any things that stuck out to you, first and foremost?
So I've had the luxury, I think, through the Army of really seeing the world. And I'm not saying seeing the world on vacation. I'm talking about living inside of countries that are outside of the U.S. and understanding them, at least having a glimpse into the soul of the country and what they're like and what the people are like.
I'm just wondering, did you ever see any combat? Were you ever, I guess, in the thick of it, sir?
I mean, I think that's a fairly common experience for folks that served in the Army in the last 25 years since the war on terror had started. It's not all horror, that's for sure. But much like many veterans that are my age, even a little bit younger and even a little bit older, a common experience I share with my fellow veterans.
Is there anything that you would tell any cadets or any young men and women who would aspire to be like you and to serve their country?
Well, number one, I think that the first thing that I would tell you is aspire to be yourself. But the other thing I'll tell you on the caveat of that is that the country needs strong men, strong women to continue this legacy of military service. And it needs, you look at the world today, that's not going away anytime soon, and it's interwoven within our history of a country ever since the beginning, ever since the Revolutionary War. Where do these men and women come from? Do they come from places like this? We happen to be sitting in right next to the chapel, and the wall behind me is littered with names that would tell you it's made of men and women just like the cadets that are here at St. John's. Somebody has got to answer that call. And they did, to the tune of at least 124 from St. John's and Northwestern that are dotted on the wall behind me. And thanks to their service, an incredible place here at St. John's that, for as small as it is, the tremendous amount of sacrifice that this institution has given to the country is humbling.
Good afternoon, Lancers. Today I'm here with Mr. Burns, and he's going to be showing me how to properly prepare and eat an MRE meal.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Burns. I am the Charlie and Bravo Company RA. I did 3 years in the Army where I ate tons of these MREs when we were out in the field and such.
So this is apparently the marinara sauce and meatballs. We got a chocolate chip cookie.
This is like your little essentials. So you've got some matches, you've got some toilet paper, a little moist towelette, salt, pepper, a little gum to make your teeth, make your mouth not smell as bad.
Cheese spread with jalapenos.
Jalapeno cheese spread, that's the top one. Got your good old spoon here.
Teriyaki beef stick.
Mmm. We've got, a little cherry blueberry cobbler.
Ugh.
So that's your heater. Then you heat up the MRE. So the heater is nice and explanatory. Tells you where to rip, how to operate it. So what you do, you're gonna take this top part off. You're gonna hand me your little meatballs and marinara.
Where's the actual noodles?
No noodles with this. Meatballs and marinara. Okay, you're gonna slide this in here. Okay, and then you see it's gonna say do not overfill. Now that this has been going for a little while, nice and warm, just touch the side of it. Extremely hot. So we're gonna let that sit down and cool for a minute. You gotta have some cheese. Oh, jalapeno cheese spread, so good. Mmm.
Smells like SpaghettiOs. Oh, there's meatballs in here too?
It's meatballs and marinara, guy. Where were you lost on this?
Well,
The meal is called meatballs and marinara. In marinara.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Burns, for this amazing interview.
He didn't even eat half of it.
Had a great time.
He was such a baby.
I'm
Didn't even
happy.
eat half of it.
Yeah, you ate.
Good afternoon, LNN. Today we're gonna play rock, paper, scissors, and if you lose, you're gonna get slapped by a tortilla.
Sapa!
Congratulations to Alejandro Aguilar, who was named to the All-State Soccer Team as an honorable mention for his defense. Great job.
And also in sports news, the SJNA varsity and JV basketball teams have their season openers this Friday and Saturday. Friday, the Lancers will take on the Milwaukee Lifelong Learning Academy JV starts at 4:30 and varsity at 6 p.m. Saturday's game versus St. Anthony's starts at 1:30 p.m. Join us as we cheer on our Lancers.
The National English Honor Society has been conducting their first fundraising event. Here's Victor Valenzuela with an update on their progress.
The SJNA chapter of the National English Honor Society, known as the Pensy Prep chapter, had their first fundraising event last week over Thanksgiving break. They held a readathon in order to raise money for the Children's Dyslexia Center in Madison. Each member set a goal of a certain number of pages to read and then collected pledges from friends and family for fulfilling their goals. The Children's Dyslexia Center of the Madison area is a charitable organization of the Scottish Rite Freemasons, who have been national leaders in the effort to help children overcome the obstacles of dyslexia by providing free tutoring for children, as well as training a growing number of highly skilled and dedicated tutors. This week, members will be collecting their pledges, which total over $1,400, which will now go to help children with dyslexia learn how to read. Great job, NEHS. For LNN, I'm Victor Valenzuela.
Final round. Antonio leads by 1 point. 1 point. So Josh, you go first. Best SJNA lunch.
Oh, okay. Chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders is number one.
What you talking about? Stop playing
5
with me.
points. That is a good start to the round.
Yeah.
Chicken sandwich.
Alfredo.
Alfredo.
What?
Not on there.
Y'all don't like Alfredo?
But like, is it pasta there?
It gotta be.
It would not be listed as just pasta.
Okay,
It would have to be a specific dish. Like Alfredo would have been an option, but
All right, let me get a safe choice. Pizza.
pizza is number 4. You get 2 points for that one.
All right.
Taco.
Oh, I know what. Oh, taco.
What?
No
Hey,
tacos.
chicken wings. They crazy.
Chicken wings, not on there either. Both down to your last strike.
Quesadillas.
You're done.
Strike 3. All right, now, Antonio, you're down right now by 2. So if you can get either number 2 or number 3, you win, or you get 5 and
then,
either of the other ones.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's like all the same thing.
Bro, spaghetti. Spaghetti's good. What? No!
You get 3 points, and that means you win.
Oh, yeah!
Food. Congratulations, Antonio.
Bro.
Josh, better luck next time.
Why do y'all eat spaghetti, bro? Get out my face, bro.
L, take it.
Thank you for playing.
The annual Boar's Head Banquet will take place on Wednesday, December 20th. This is a school favorite tradition, and several students will be needed to play the roles during the ceremony. If you are interested, please contact Jorge Elzalde at jelzalde@sjnaacademies.org.
Well, that's all for today's episode. Join us again on December 13th for our special Christmas episode. Entertain, unify, inform. This is LNN. I'm Iggy Hoynatsky.
And I'm Frank Mungo.
Thanks for watching.